Okay, welcome back to another replay analysis. Today's one's gonna be Offlane Beastmaster, played by none other than Monkeys Forever. So this is a NA Immortal level pub, pretty high level game. I'm gonna see how he plays Beastmaster in offlane. Looks like he went for the good old standard Beastmaster items for maximum split push, boots of travel, Vlad's Necromonicon. So we'll see how you make this hero work. Beastmaster was pretty strong a couple of patches ago, and I think he's still pretty good. So let's see how good it is.
Your turn to ban.
Hop into player perspective and let's check it out. Alright, so first things first, you want to start off with the Call of the Wild. Gives you the bird and the boar. Very strong at level 1. 2 stacks of Tango, 1 Salve, 1 Stout Shield, 1 Mango, very standard on this hero. You don't really want to change this item build. I always used to play this hero back when it was OP, and I'll get the same items too. So it seems as though the item has not changed yet. As he gets to lane, he uses the Call of the Wild Hawk to send it over to this high ground over here. Unfortunately, the enemy team was ready with a sentry. This is one of the most common spots to send the Hawk to block off this camp right here, and also to provide some high ground vision. So they were ready for the Hawk and they just took it down right at the start. So this is already some high level gameplay going on here. Normally the Hawk wouldn't even get detected because it's invisible. But the idea was correct. You want to be summoning the Hawk so that it gives you vision, and also when it gets closer to the rune spawn, you want to summon the ball so that you have some extra units to actually fight for the rune. Fortunately, the AM gets the rune, so they have no choice but to back off for the others. And it seems that Shadow Shaman is going to die here because he has 5 stacks of Shadow Poison, and that might kill him. Or not. Alright, he's alive. Okay, so he sends off another Hawk in the direction of the camps, wanting to block it off. You always want to use the Hawks to block off the camp and also to provide rotational information. So the Hawks give flying vision, which is very useful. Right now he's just using the ball together with his own hero to get last hits and denies. Prioritizing the range creeps, of course. So he managed to get the deny over there, which is very good. Taking a lot of harassment from the Shadow Demon though, so he might want to think of getting a stick. In the meantime, he is... Holy shit, he's got 4 stacks on him already. Jesus. Six stacks? Are you sure you want to be doing this? That's a lot of damage. Narrowly avoids the Shadow Poison so that he can solve out to full. Alright. So you can see that he moved his camera over there to position the Hawk. So he's now sending the Hawk over to scout out the pool camp. He wants to be able to see when the Shadow Demon is pulling. Right now there's a very big crit wave pushing into him, thanks to Shadow Demon spamming out the Shadow Poison. So in the end, it's a very easy, probably going to be a very easy level 2 for him. If he can actually get some of these last hits. Yep, manages to get one last hit. He's now level 2. Sees that there's gonna be some pulling action going on here, so thanks to the Hawk he managed to scout it out, and now he comes in to contest the pull. Always want to be attacking together with the ball so that you can maximize your ability to last hit and deny. The ball itself is, let's see how much damage it is. 16 damage. So added to your 68, that's a lot of attack damage to deny in the early game, which is what makes Beastmaster such a strong laner in the first place. Let's just skip past this pause here cause pauses suck. Alright, here we go. So contesting the AM under the tower for the last hits. Manages to get a deny here. Bounty Hunter appears and probably gonna kill the Shadow Shaman. But now that the anti-mage has blinked in aggressively, they can do a lot of damage to the AM here. He's probably gonna die because he's way too deep at this point. Bounty Hunter made a very sick rotation. And he dies. Fuck Bounty, man. I really hate this hero. Like, in every other game, I will have a Bounty Hunter in my game. And it's so hard to play against. Because it's so much damage at level 1. It steals your gold and he's invis. So, yeah. So he respawns, TPs back to lane, resumes the last hitting. Bounty Hunter is still bot, so effectively this is a tri lane. It's a very hard tri lane actually. Shadow Shaman might actually die again. Alright, so interesting thing, he had the ball on cooldown just now, but he held off on actually summoning it because he was very close to level 3. He was trying to take advantage of the damage increase of the ball. It's more than double the damage, so if he had summoned the ball just before he leveled up, he wouldn't have a stronger ball to fight that particular engagement. So it's all the little things that can help you gain an advantage in the lane. And also you want to deny your ball whenever possible, so that you don't give the enemy any gold and EXP. So he keeps standing the Hawk out to see if the enemy team is pulling the creeps. You can see the Hawk's position over here, while his main hero last hits in the lane. So now that he has a level 2 ball, it should be easier for him to contest this lane, especially if the Bounty Hunter has left. Now that the creeps are spawning, they are thinking about fighting for it. But he'll rather just get the last hits over here first. Very annoying storm from the Centaur. So the AM just comes by to gives him one little hit just to burn a little bit of mana.
Thou art denied.
Goes ahead and starts chopping up the AM. With your aura and your boss, you actually do a lot of harassment, so don't be afraid to trade hits with the enemy carry. Of course, if the enemy carry is very strong like a troll or Ursa, you don't want to be doing this. But on a weak laner like EM and like Slug for example, you definitely want to pressure them with your superior attack damage. So right now he is tanking the creeps in front of the tower. You don't want to make the creep wave go under the tower, otherwise it will end up pushing back into the enemy, and that's not what you want. You want the creep wave to be as near your tower as possible. So this is a very ideal position for the creep wave. His Shadow Shaman is doing a pretty good job at trying to keep the enemy from pulling. So he's just always standing at the side over here while he's getting the last hits. So right now he hasn't summoned the ball because he wants to get to level 5 first before he can summon the level 3 ball. So just like earlier, you don't want to be spamming this on cooldown all the time. You want to be careful of all your item timings as well as ability timings to get full advantage of this ball.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But now that the lane EXP isn't exactly guaranteed, he thinks he can squeeze out one more ball out of this level 4 duration until he's able to summon a level 3 ball. Oh, that Shadow Shaman could have killed the AM there if he had held onto the shackles. But actually I think that was also a very low percentage chance play, because Shadow Demon can easily just disrupt the shackles. So once again, just trying to get level 5 so they can get a level 3 ball for the harass. So even with the spam, they're doing pretty well. He might want to be very careful because of the Shadow Poison. Just takes a whole chunk of damage there. Manages to get a very nice kill on the enemy ward. He really wanted to get the kill, get the level 3 ball there, but he was forced to summon it because Shadow Shaman was moving in for aggressive play, and it worked out. They killed the Shadow Demon. So it's all good. Goes ahead with the BM tip. Bounty Hunter's coming in though.
Radiant structures
And
are
even if the stick is not
fortified.
enough, so it's a very nice rotation by the Bounty Hunter. So once again, bottom lane gets ganked. Shadow Shaman baits him in, but it's not enough. Bounty Hunter has a raindrop, so he actually survives that engagement.
Shall not be.
But it's a nice try by the Shadow Shaman though. So now that he's back in lane, he's level 5, he immediately pops the balls. At this point, level 3 balls are very strong. You have
The rune of
about
invisibility.
48 attack damage. That's like almost 50, very strong. So now you can pretty much summon the balls on cooldown. And with the level 2 aura, you actually hit like a truck. So we'll see what he does here. He rushing a Vlad, which gives your hero a very good early game power spike. Attack damage for yourself and the summons, and also a lifesteal, which is very good for sustain. So as you can see, with level 3 balls, he is now summoning them on cooldown because they are that strong. Look at how much damage the AM is taking. So now the AM is completely zoned out of the lane, and this is where Beastmaster can start doing Beastmaster things. So once again denying the balls when they're getting low, and now they're looking to pressure the tower over here. So now the AM is off in the jungle. You want to be using the Hawk whenever you are pushing towers to actually scout out if there are any TPs coming in. Unfortunately, the enemy mid laner rotates in with a Bounty Hunter, so he just dies. But this is space created for the Ember, which is fine.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So it's a bit unfortunate he died there again. And the Shadow Demon just BMs back. Okay, so runes are gonna spawn. Definitely wanna be contesting for them,
I'll take that as tribute.
but I think it's too late. They spot out the tiny rotating in,
Radiant's middle tower
ball
is under attack.
gives him a few whacks. Oh, he actually waits for the roar. Very nice. But I don't think they'll be able to get a kill here, unless he can run down the bounty with the ball damage. Not possible. So unfortunately they're not able to get a kill, but they forced out the bounty hunter from the lane, and now they can focus on harassing this tiny. AM is in the jungle, so he's gonna be a non-factor for a couple of minutes. And now they are ready. Shadow Shaman dies to the ball landing on his head.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So yeah, he's just maintaining his presence in the lane, trying to pressure it as hard as he can.
Denied.
Sends out another Hawk to scout out the jungle. With the Hawk, you can pretty much protect yourself from like rotations, because it gives you flying vision. You'll always be in range of to catch enemy rotations from mid or to their shrines, so you can actually protect yourself very well as this hero, which is what makes him a very good split pusher.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Normally, when you're split pushing, you're very scared of getting ganked, but with Beastmaster, you can just use your ball and your Hawk to scout for you and provide vision, and then you can back off as and when you need. So right now they have a very good fight at bot, with the Vlad's actually helping his team with the sustain so much. Ember Spirit gets a couple of nice kills, and he's just gonna farm out the hard cam here.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Ugh. I hear some wards being dropped. Looks like Shadow Shaman drops off the wards here to attack the tower. One good thing about Beastmaster 2 is that the roar is a very low cooldown, so this is where he moves in to actually roar up the Shadow Demon.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Unfortunately, the TPs are coming in very hard, and the Disruptor dies at the back. And now that the whole of the Radiant is TPing in, he will probably end up dying as well. So that was once again very unfortunate, but space created. So as for skill builds, it's pretty straightforward. Call the Wild max first, followed by Inner Beast, and then the ultimate whenever you can. After that, he went for Boots, Magic Stick. After the Vlads, gonna finish a Magic Wand.
Your place is here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
All things considered, they're
Radiant's top tower
doing
is under
okay.
attack.
Even though his net worth's not very high right now, that's cause he had a pretty hard lane. And he's just doing something that you can do if you know your lane's hard and not sure if you can split push safely. Just go to the jungle, farm out a couple of camps, and then you can always go to the lane after that. So Beastmaster is a hero with a lot of options. I personally like Beastmaster a lot because of how the hero's playstyle is. Like, you just have a bunch of balls, you can provide vision, you got BKB piercing stun which lasts for a very long time, and your hero has this nice aura that enables you to run down supports really easily. And you can take ancient camps too. Like, it's only level 7, and with just a Vlad, he's able to take the entire ancient camp by himself and his 2 balls.
Dire's bottom tower is
So
under
definitely
attack.
a very fast farming hero, even when you're forced out of lane. So now that the boss are level 4, they do a crap ton of damage, 64.
Dire's
And now
middle
you're ready
tower is
to be
under
a
attack.
split pushing menace. Right now he sends out the hawk again. Notice he specifically targeted the shrine area so that he can see any enemy
Radiant's top tower
rotations
is
into
under
the shrines, like we discussed earlier. So right now he is moving on to keep pushing out bottom.
I'll take that as tribute. Fortunes change.
So you always want to be pressuring the wave as Beastmaster, always want to be shoving in the waves as hard as you can,
Radiant's bottom tower
so that
is
you
under
force
attack.
rotations from the enemy
Dire's
team.
middle tower is under attack.
And like I said, with the vision that your bird provides, you can be pretty safe throughout the entire push.
Radiant's
So right now he's sending the
structures are
hawk
fortified.
over to top.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Probably wants to make an aggressive move into the top lane after this, after they take the bottom tower. So you want to be constantly taking objectives with Beastmaster.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
So there we go. Now they're moving mid, probably.
Dire's top tower
Gonna
is
farm
under
up the
attack.
enemy jungle as he goes. A bit of an overlap of the stun over here,
Dire's top tower has fallen.
but I think
Radiant's
it's
bottom tower
okay.
is under attack.
They might still end up killing Tiny here. Or not.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh well. Ember's coming in, trying to clean up over here. His ball actually kills the Tiny off. Thanks to the Vlads, his balls do a lot of damage. And right now it's just outlasting the enemy team with the Vlads and killing them all one by one.
Dire's top
They even
tower is
got
under
some
attack.
random puck kill too, for some reason. So that's very nice. So he managed to survive all that, even though the Tiny initiated on him. And it's mostly thanks to how
Radiant's middle tower
tanky
is
this
under
hero
attack.
naturally is, and also with the Vlads, you get a lot of armor, get a lot of regen.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Alright, so now he is moving back into the jungle to pressure bottom. Since bottom is free right now, you want to be shoving in all the lanes at all times.
That's more like it.
So now that the balls are level 4, you can afford to keep them off cooldown. Goes to farm the ancients. I guess he doesn't want to be totally all alone at the bottom lane.
Of invisibility.
At least not without the necro books. Otherwise he'll be like a free kill for whoever rotates bottom. So definitely you want to be pushing constantly as a Beastmaster, but you also want to be aware of the item timings of your hero. You want to prioritize at least getting some farm first before you put yourself in a dangerous split pushing position. And also, if the lane is not necessarily very far back, you don't want to start split pushing it immediately.
Dire's middle tower is
Only
under
when it gets
attack.
near your tower then you want to come for it. Otherwise you miss out on some farm in the jungle. So which is why we saw him
Radiant's
prioritize
top
the
tower is under attack.
couple of
Dire's
jungle
middle
creeps just
tower
now.
has fallen.
And now that you have the access, you can split push even faster. So it's all working out over here. Goes for the standard necro book after the
Radiant's top
Vlad's
tower
here.
is under attack.
with level 3 necro book you push insanely fast. So now you can see his farm is slowly but surely catching up. And now he's just split pushing. Probably gonna send a hawk to, yeah, he's sending a hawk over to the enemy jungle. Just to spot out rotations in case they try to gank him. Seems as though a fight is breaking out in mid though, so we'll see if he continues his push here. Looks like Ember is having a very good game, so he feels that he's not needed. He's able to continue his split push down bottom. So right now, in barely a few minutes, he has managed to push all the way into
Dire's
the enemy
structures
base.
are fortified.
And now the enemy needs to make a choice. Do they actually fight for mid or do they back off? And it seems as though that they are backing off. And now a Raw goes off on a bounty hunter who dies immediately. And now they're moving in with necro books, which was just delivered. Disruptor is a bit too deep, he is a bit too deep, Juggernaut's a bit too deep, they're all a bit too deep. And they give up some very crucial track kills. Ember coming in though, cleaning house. Dodges the avalanche with a slide, but even he dies as well. So that was not the best, not the best high ground push. But pretty much in the mid game, this is what you want to be doing. You want to be like pushing out the lanes. You want to be
Dire's
fighting with your
turret has
team
been
if they are in your area, or if you see a very good opportunity. With Vlad's, you actually do a lot of damage, you can sustain your team. And then with your summons and necrobolt, you can actually solo kill like supports at this point. And of course with the ultimate, the stun, it's actually very good. Because it pierces BKB, it lasts for a very long time. And the cooldown's not that long also. So now that the crit wave is pushing back into the bottom, he is bottom once again, pushing it back out. So always want to be doing this as a Beastmaster, that's your job. No other hero can do it better than you, except maybe like a Lycan or something. So if left alone, you can pressure and threaten the towers and the barracks all by himself. So that's always something that the enemy team needs to deal with. Now that he doesn't have vision and that they just kill off the Shadow Shaman top, they are most likely going to TP back and defend bottom. So he's not going to commit all the way for a split push at bottom. Instead he backs off a little bit and takes the hard camp. And now that he sees more people at mid, he's going back in and probably going to just commit a Necro Books and another ball to continue the push. So right now he's thinking of moving to join his team. and we'll see how the team fight goes from here. Juggernaut deletes the Shadow Demon with a couple of slashes. And now he's going to stun the puck. Remembers to micro his balls to keep the push going at bottom. So this is very good. And now they're running down the Tiny, who gets shackled for an eternity and it dies. So it's very nice. Bottom is pushing in hard, mid is pushing in, and looks things are looking very good for the Dire team. So unfortunately, because the courier died, he's not able to deliver his final Necromonicon. But I think it's enough. They have quite a sizable item lead, I guess. They push very fast with the aura as well. And they're gonna have easy time taking the Rex with the Shadow Shaman wards. They'll just back off and go mid after this. Yeah, I forgot how fun this hero is. Like, you just summon your own personal army and then you're just going around killing people and buildings. It's so annoying and it's so rewarding. So right now they're just going to take out the shrines. It's 24 minutes in and they've already taken a Rex. With Beastmaster, your team can take Rex very, very fast. So it's really very fun. Now that the Necromonicon has been complete, he goes for the Boots of Travel. On this hero it's so good because you can just split push and then TP back with your TP scroll and then go and TP into another lane with a Boots of Travel and then just keep doing it. So it increases the pressure that your hero creates on the map really, really well. So right now they're looking at Roche with Vlad's and the attack speed aura as well as the ball. Beastmaster takes Roshan actually very fast. You can just take it with your team. Although he walks high ground into an area with no vision and he is probably gonna just end up getting deleted here. Unless Ember comes in to save his ass. Tiny comes in with the blink and finishes him off though. But the Necrobooks are still chasing the Bounty Hunter. But the Bounty Hunter is too fast and he walks away. Fortunately, they managed to pick off the Tiny here, which is always good. Anti-Mage is pushing very hard though, so that definitely was a very... that was a positioning error by him. Definitely shouldn't be the one walking up to the high ground without any vision, especially since it's near the Bounty Rune timing. The enemy team will definitely be there. Shadow Shaman drops the wards, lands a very good shackle on the Shadow Demon. His Necrobooks are still alive and doing a lot of DPS, so that's nice. And in the end, they still managed to come out ahead. Okay, no, never mind, they don't. Anti-Mage comes in with a very nice kill on the Ember Spirit. So now he's just gonna wait until he respawns and then we can see him utilize the Boots of Travel. He goes to TP mid. And now they're just gonna move for Roshan, since the enemy team is all dead. And right now with Boots of Travel, Vlad's and Necrobook, that's pretty much all the items that your hero needs to be you know, dominant team fighting and split pushing force. So right now they have vision on the high ground, so it's gonna be easier to take this fight. No more getting caught and blown up straight away. So he decides to lead off with the stun on the Bounty Hunter, who is not... okay, no, he still goes down, so that's good. And now without Bounty Hunter, the enemy team needs to back while his team finishes the Aegis. Disruptor gets a nice glimpse on the Tiny. He's sending the balls and the Necrobooks after him to slow him down. Look at how much slow there is. Clips him with the axes and cuts him down. Alright, now moves on towards the Shadow Demon. Keeping the damage on. Keeping the damage on. And uses the axes to finish the job. There we go. So now they can just go in for Roche and it's pretty much the end of the game because they are too far ahead already.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Yep.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Bottom is pushing in, mid is getting pushed out again, and he's just moving ahead to catch the next creep wave that spawns. So it goes ahead to start chopping down this tower here. 24 minutes without any AM, so they can definitely make a lot of things happen.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle
Wards are
tower
actually
is
dropped
under
again.
attack.
So yeah, he gets trapped inside the wards.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Probably not intended, but it's actually gonna cause a couple of issues for them now. They're still taking the barracks though, but he's effectively trapped. He can't do anything.
Dire's top
It's-
tower is under attack.
Yikes! That's a yikes.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle
He's forced to
barracks
TP
has
out,
fallen.
but he gets caught. Oh my god! What a way to die! Oh wait, no, it's good. He rolls out a tiny and his units take care of him. A bounty hunter tries to come in and kill him, but he still dies. So it's a debate. Alright, so it worked out even though he got trapped in his own Shadow Shaman's wards.
Beastmaster fights you.
Radiant's middle tower is Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yep, and the game's over. So that was a really funny fight at the end where he got trapped in the wards. But yeah, it all worked out. And that's about it. That's how you play Beastmaster in the offlane. Very standard game. Just get your crucial items, Blitz and your Necrobook. Just split push. Take barracks, win the game.